Hey, we're rolling. Sorry you're so up close, but it wouldn't work any other way. Otherwise the sun was always on you and I couldn't see whether or not you could see. So I had to move you, and then wherever else I moved you, it wouldn't go. Okay, so hey, it's Lisa the Yarny Ladybug, but you knew that why? Because it's my channel. That's something I always say, because you got to introduce yourself before you go on any kind of a talking spree. I was going to drop my prescriptions off, but I think I left them at work somewhere last night because I can't seem to find them. And right now I'm a little freaked out about that because it's my fentanyl pain patch and my amitriptyline. And for those of you that don't know, I have fibromyalgia. I am not a drug addict. The fentanyl is a narcotic, and the amlodipine is there's a word for it, and I can't really explain to you what that word is, but it helps keep my mind at ease. It lets me sleep. It takes worries out of my way. And lately, I haven't been taking it, hence the reason why I've been really upset, and could be the reason why I've been sick lately. So, I would really like to get the prescription in to be filled. But that's just one more thing I can do tomorrow, or better yet, I can have Sarah do it tomorrow, because we'll get Mom's car back, and unless Pamela wants the car, one of my friends at work, her car's in the shop, and she's the only one I would do this for. I would only trust her with my car, because I know how she is. So her car's in the shop, but she blew the serpentine belt on the way to work one day, and I can't see diddly squat because of the sun, so I'm going to switch into my sunglasses. Pardon me for wearing sunglasses. I try not to unless I absolutely have to, but I do in order to see. Hey, there I am now, I can see. So anyway, last week she broke a serpentine belt on her way to work, and the guy that she deals with has not, I repeat, has not even called her back yet with pricing on what it's going to take to fix her car. So I took Mom's car in for an oil change on Thursday. They found some things wrong with it. They're fixing them, and I should have it back by Tuesday. He said he'd get the parts later on today by about 1, so he should have the parts now. He said we should be done about 4 or 5 o'clock, and I said I go to work at 1, so how about I pick it up on Tuesday? He said okay. So on Tuesday I will go and pick it up. Sarah's got a doctor's appointment. Wednesday, Mom has a doctor's appointment. I'm going to check and see if Ron will let me have Wednesday off. And just because Mom's doctor's appointment, and I don't know what they're going to want to do to her, and when they're going to want to do it, and how soon they're going to want to do it. She's been like this for 4 months. I assume this doctor will do something to treat her and alleviate this pain. The deal is, because I've read the reports, I'm pretty doggone sure that she's got a torn rotator cuff some tendons that have been pulled away. It's not a broke muscle, it's a tendon that's been severed. And not pretty. So I've got to come up with a list of questions for the doctor. How did this happen? Why did this happen? What can we do to prevent it? What can we do to make sure that her left arm doesn't end up like this? What do we need to do to make sure that she doesn't have this problem again in the future? You know, things like that. We're hoping that immobilization only will help her and not surgery. But I don't know. She's 83 years old. They may say immobilization. When I popped the tendons in the bottom of my foot, they told me I had a choice of having an ACE bandage wrapped up for 12 weeks or having a cast on for 2 weeks. And I said, well, Doc, to be honest with you, neither of those really are great, because in 10 days from now I leave to go to Washington, D.C. And he said, okay, you get a cast on, you come back here the day before you go to Washington, D.C., I'll cut it off. He said, but you limit what you do in D.C. Really? I'm supposed to limit climbing stairs in D.C.? But that was when we went to the concert on the mall for 4th of July. And you'd have to stand in line in order to get seats backstage. And if somebody wanted to go up there, we always had somebody in line, and they wouldn't let me stand in line. Somebody would always go up and stand in line for whenever I wanted to go backstage, because you had to stand in line. And so, yeah. I was told to sit there, and then when it was time for me to go up on behind the stage, that I could. We were actually on the stage. We were just backstage in the wings, and we could see everything on stage. And I got up there for Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. Loved her at the time, still do. Go Joan, you're my girl. And then the Beach Boys came on, and I loved the Beach Boys. I have always loved the Beach Boys. And they were late, and they sang all their songs that they would normally sing. But right after they started, because they were so late, the fireworks started. And those of you who know me know I can't stand fireworks. Oh, here we go. Anyway, I can't stand fireworks. But I was able to sit there and watch the fireworks up close, and I couldn't hear one of them explode because of how loud the Beach Boys were. I'm telling you, it was awesome. Okay, I'm here. I'm going to grab me some lunch. I'm at Maria's. I'm going to grab me some lunch and some pop for work. And I will be back and try to see you guys again. We'll chat some more. Don't go nowhere, okay? Okay, I'm back. Got me a lunch and a cracked fingernail. It cracks in the same spot, and I thought I was lucky because it finally grew out, and now it's doing the same thing. I need some super glue. Anyway, so let's see. Today's Monday. Got a busy week ahead of me with Mom going to finally see the doctor so we can tell what's going on with her. Yay, about time. Sarah's got a doctor's appointment tomorrow to talk about the medication that she's taking, which until the past 2 nights have been absolutely fine. The side effects have been nothing great, but now she's saying that her teeth, feels like her teeth are trying to just stay shut and not open. And I said, well, okay, talk to the doctor about it. And she said, okay. So she had a kind of a panic attack at home and a bit of depression, and she didn't want to do anything, and she got off playing on her computer and went and laid down with Rocky and Spike for a while, and that was it. So green means go. I don't care if you have a kid on board or not. I'm on my way to work. You're in a car and you're in traffic. Pay attention to what you're doing. If your kid needs attention, you pull off to the side of the road. I'm sorry, that just came out of my mouth. I don't talk on my phone. Okay, I do because it's hooked up to the car. I don't text while I'm driving. I refuse to answer a text. I refuse to even look at a text. If someone else is in the car, they can, but I won't. They can tell me what it says, and I'll say, okay. Well, don't you want to answer them? Yep. Mom's always good for that. Well, don't you want to answer her? Yep. Well, I can't do it now. I'm driving. Oh, yeah, that's right. I will not be one of those statistics. And I can honestly tell you that if I am killed in an accident that involves texting and driving, you know one thing for certain: it wasn't me doing the texting. And I didn't cause the accident. Wow. Lots of fun up here. How many trucks does it take to change a light bulb? 3. There's one on one side, 2 on them here side. 3 trucks. Okay, I don't know that it was change a light bulb, but you know. Well, it's very beautiful out today. It is 70 degrees out right now. It is 1:39. I see very few clouds in the stratosphere, which means that I don't think we're going to get the rain they thought we were going to get. They said all weekend long that we were going to get rain and it was going to be a lousy weekend, and if it rained, I didn't know about it. I mean, we were out Friday morning, bright and early in the morning. Saturday I slept in because we didn't need to go anywhere, and it was beautiful when I did get out of bed, and yeah, so we hooked up, man. So anyway, let's see, that was too long of a pause there. Anyway, what can I say today? I feel better. I don't feel like crud. I really felt like death warmed over. And it's just like, why am I even bothering being awake? So it was better when I was asleep. And then I'd get hot and sweaty, and I'm not exactly sure it wasn't food poisoning. Well, it wasn't. It was just the fact that a long time ago I had my gallbladder out. gallbladder out. And I found I couldn't eat dairy. So I've stayed away from dairy. Slowly over time, I've attempted some things in dairy. Ice cream shakes I can have. It doesn't seem to affect me. Cottage cheese hasn't affected me until Saturday. Yeah, I had some cottage cheese because I was waiting for dinner to be ready, so I just wanted something little, so I just had a little bit of cottage cheese. And about the time that it would kick in was dinner, and it kicked in, and there I was. I will not eat cottage cheese again. Nope, not me. Sarah's gonna have to eat it all. I can't do it. I can do some sour cream. Sour cream and cucumbers and onions sounds really good right about now. Yep, I picked that off. See, I broke my nail. There it is. I shattered it. So I got a few things I got to get done tonight while at work. Hopefully I have a few minutes to where I can get the power of attorney all worked out and printed out for Mom, so that all she has to do is sign, and then I can get it notarized tomorrow at work. And then make some copies of it for doctors and give it to them all so that they understand they have to deal with me, not her. They can still tell her all about herself, but when it comes to collecting the money, that would be me. I'm the one. Because this way I can tell Karen can give me the money, and I'll put a money order on it, and done. I've got no problems on that. Not one. And this clown is parked half in the street and half on the... Well, that's why he's parked half in the street and half on the... His tire fell off. No, seriously, I mean, it fell off. Yikes. Well, you know, that is why I put Mom's car in for further work, because they said that something like that could happen to her or worse. So yeah, stabilizer bar. I don't think it caused the wheels to fall off, but it's all good. As long as I don't have to worry about her and Sarah in the car that they drive. Not that she does much driving, because it hurts her arm so much to do it. So I asked her if she would drive it up Thursday because Sarah wasn't awake yet. And she said yes. So we drove it up and dropped it off. And she's like, when it comes to picking it up, I said, Sarah will be awake again. You won't have to do it ever again. And she's like, okay. Because it hurt. And it shouldn't have hurt. Driving should not hurt. But again, that goes back to the whole, hopefully he'll immobilize it and give her a steroid shot, and maybe that'll help. But I don't know what they do for a torn rotator cuff, and I think a doctor Milia was telling me there's nothing to do for a torn rotator cuff other than surgery. And if that's the case, she's going to have surgery. And she's not going to like it. I know she's going to be scared because of her age. But I will do everything in my power to make sure that everybody who needs to be there is there. Her heart's in good condition. You know, I don't foresee a problem on the table. I'd be stupid if I said I'm not going to anticipate a problem on the table. I just don't see it. I will still anticipate it, and I will still be on guard. Make sure that Dr. Kassab's not far away. Because that's her heart doctor. He works out of the same hospital. I will make sure that he knows that she's undergoing surgery that day, and I want him on standby in case he needs to leave to get over there to help my mom. I do not want some flunky cardiologist taking care of my mom. Sorry. Not sorry. I'm really not. I'm very particular about the doctors that my mom has. They're some of the best, with the exception of our primary care physician, but I don't know any other primary care physician I could have given that much grief to that wouldn't have said to me, just take your family and leave my practice. But then again, I think she knows that I would have told the insurance companies, and she'd have lost her dealings with the insurance companies. So it's all good. Hey, I'm almost here at work. I don't know how long I've been talking, so I don't know if this is going to upload or not. This is going to be fun, seeing if it'll upload. I don't think it will, but if I have to do it, I'll do it in 2 different parts and then upload it that way, and then put it together on YouTube tonight before I get home from work, because we have a guest staying in the house, and he's a guest that I like. I've known him since Sarah and him were in 6th grade. They've been friends forever. And he's always stood by her no matter what. And it's friends like that that you need to keep. So, anyway, he's come to stay at my house for a little bit. Not sure how long yet, but we're all good. Because, you know, he listens to me better than Sarah. I mean, I adore Sarah. But I say, I need you to do this. The next thing I know, it's being done, and he's doing it, so.